to us and I can cut it out.
I've just restarted the recording anyway.
Alright.
If we're quiet on your end, unfortunately, because I'm pretty high on the mic sensitivity part now,
Wait.
and the game is quite low.
Would you ever have had the stream volume?
Stream volume should be fine now. But anyway,
Alright.
so this is Stanley Parable. Never played it, never heard about it. It's time to die. Unfortunately, I don't know how you die in this game yet. Oh wait, shit, oh fuck. Well,
I mean, there are ways you can die.
anyway, let's continue. Let's start the game.
End is never the
Never
end.
the
Is
end.
never the end.
Yeah, never end. Never the end is never. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna die.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Hi, Stanley.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Okay.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-ripping, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in.
That is
Though he had
very
been
loud.
made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
That's good. At least you're enjoying your job, Stanley.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley.
Oh no, what
Something
was
he
that?
would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I don't want to step out of the office, so fuck you. No.
Also, yeah, I've been told in-game is just loud, yeah.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
There we go. Oh, there's no head bobbing. Oh, I just glide. I don't want to leave the office though. Fuck you.
Wow, mouse sensitivity seems to be really high. Is it just... Sorry, is mouse sensitivity really high?
Yeah.
You?
Look at me, like, woo!
Please turn that shit down, it's way too much.
No, like, look at me. Jump scare. Haha, no. I don't know how to change the sensitivity.
Control, probably.
Apparently
Control
not.
will gaming. Probably general. Yeah, there we go. Mouse sensitivity.
That is a lot nicer.
Yeah.
I just glide though. There's no like head bobbing. I just like, am I skating on ice? There will be blood shed. The man in the mirror nods his head. You're welcome.
Wait, I think
Race
you
for
can
the
click the door
redeem.
while you're in there.
What?
I think you can click the door while you're in there to close it. Oh, well, you won't be able to go back in now.
Oh, fuck you!
All of his
Oh, by the
co-workers
way.
were gone. What could it mean?
If
Stanley
you look in
decided
the
to go to the
achievement
meeting
room,
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a
there's
memo.
one that is click for 430
No matter how
5
hard
times.
Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
What was it? 430?
Yeah, that's to your right. This will give you a bit of a taste for the start.
Where's
of the
430? 43.
It's right behind you. It's the door 430. Yeah.
What about it?
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No, 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 no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Oh, fuck you. I play Osu.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort.
100
I want to see
clicks?
some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Probably onward a bit.
No.
Okay.
I don't believe you. Fine, I believe you. Four 417's down here.
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Oh, you dick. Wait, where? Where's 437? There.
Excellent.
Oh.
I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
You're an asshole, man. I just want the achievement.
Now, back to door number 437.
You make me feel like that spilt coffee mug. Four three
It's back
seven.
in the hidden place.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
What the fuck is the copying machine?
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
I think I'm gonna burst a blood vessel.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
How do I do that?
You can use the chair.
Is there a jump button?
No. Well, you can try. Try spacebar.
How do I do it?
Did you get an achievement?
You can't
You
jump.
Can't jump.
You can't jump.
No. You
That it?
see, sort of need to. You need to sort of get there at an angle. Run it.
Yes,
Run it from
this
that.
is
there you
great.
go.
You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416. We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
He sounds like he's gonna bust a nut any seconds. Like he's at the climax.
Finish it off, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430. Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today. Just think, only a few minutes ago, you believed an achievement was worth 5 little clicks. Really now, what were you thinking?
Your mum. Why do I keep doing it? Nah. That man pisses me off already.
Does it?
Yes.
He made you.
I hate
work.
Mondays. I hate this fucking narrator. I've seen this room before, but I don't know anything about it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No. I don't want to enter the door on my left. But should I?
Up to you, man.
Hey, nicey guys, can you choose which door I go into? Do I do what he says or do I not do what he says? Oh no, fuck, he made me do that. Why would I fucking do what he says after that?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
This is the guy from
Yes,
that
truly a room worth
Hermione
admiring.
video.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
What if I just stand here for like forever? Do you think he would just like say, go on, get moving?
Yes, really, really worth
Oh.
it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings. Really worth it.
It is worth it. Thank you. I really like this room.
At this point, Stanley's obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality. It's possible that this is why everyone left.
How does it feel,
Posted
Toby?
by Q. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna
Stanley
keep
sat
saying
around
here.
waiting for more dialogue, but when a long time had passed and there was no more, he decided that the game was trying to send him a message.
No, I don't think I actually have a message anymore. I think this is a pretty nice area to sit in. Like, look at this. The lights are all here. The chairs, they're pretty nice chairs. Look at them. Look at it. It looks like denim chairs. Like, that's pretty nice if I say so myself. They got some mugs. You got my Valentine.
I've not actually seen anyone sit in the chairs the way you have done.
Oh, you mean like this? Hey, give me a sec. I don't actually know how I got up there.
Oh no.
I feel like he would say there should be something after this. Like, will there be something after this? He's trying to send me a message. Do you think it's worth standing here for like half an hour?
No, because that'd be boring for the stream. No, there isn't anything after this, Toby.
Oh.
But at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room.
No.
He took the first open door on his left to get back to business.
I could go on my left, or I could go straight on. No, I'm not going in there.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Fuck you, I don't do what you say.
Savage man.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why,
Yes!
I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
Did I? Am I doing this right, Bill?
There's no right.
I just jumped off and he got really offended by it.
Yes, you're doing it right.
What if I jumped all the way down to the floor?
Well, you can try that another time.
I do what I want in this game, not him.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Now, should I go through the red door? No.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
No.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through... All right, fine, go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me,
nice.
Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
Does he want me to go... Where should I go, Bill? Bill, you need to give me feedback,
Well,
man.
no other ending will give you the third door. So...
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
Wait, there's a leaderboard?
The worldwide leaderboard.
I don't think these are real people.
Yeah.
Did you know that 21.3% of players are fuck? I'm going back in here.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up.
What?
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective?
Okay, I want to try for 4 hours.
You heartless bastard.
Babies
Did you
deserve
do it
it.
because you hate babies or purely to spite me?
I hate
Because
babies.
if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here?
What do we have? I would drink baby.
This seems
but
like
no.
it'll work.
Just
Let's
turn
give
it into put it into a blender and blend it up. Never the end is never the end. Never is.
Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well,
This
it
is
seems
Stanley
obvious
Parable
to
again.
me that you are meant to play as a creepy man, spying on innocent civilians
No,
below
but this
you
is
from up
Firewatch.
high in your creep
Wait,
tower.
Firewatch?
Perhaps for some sort of twisted
Yeah.
erotic
I've not
purpose.
played it.
Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Nah,
Wait, you haven't played Firewatch?
no.
So in the first Stanley Parable, so they've made they've made minor changes to a few of the endings to make it more dated.
Mhm.
In the original Stanley Parable, this would have been Minecraft.
Amazing. I guess it's not going to do anything if I don't leave.
Find a bucket.
A bucket?
We need a bucket.
But there is no bucket.
No.
I'm just going to walk downstairs. It's very
Alright.
loud.
Yeah.
Oh no. No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You nearly wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it.
No.
We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
What other
Preferably
game can
something
we
with
play?
walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls.
What, you're going to make me play Portal?
That was in the original.
Okay.
Wait,
I
Portal
think
was in the
this
original?
will be just the thing.
They put me into Portal 2 for the second game, but for this one,
Rocket League!
Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
That hole in the middle.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
I don't want to play Rocket League. What if I don't hit the ball?
Hold on. What are you doing?
Yes!
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley.
I like this, but it's actually I'm kind of confused. Bill, you're gonna have to help me with this now. I'm confused on where to go.
oh, just go anywhere. You're back in the two doors room.
What was the broken area then?
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in, wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Did I get an ending or something already?
Yeah.
Let's go!
By the way, where that took you at the end there
Yeah?
was it took you to the building where the original demo of the original game was, and that's what it looked like then. The demo of the game. Yeah.
Amazing.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay, I'm going to do what I said.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
I'm going to go
and
to
Stanley knew
the...
it perfectly well. Perhaps
you know
he
how I
wanted
said
to
I would
stop
drop
by
off?
the employee lounge
I'm going to
first,
drop off down
just
where
to
the truck
admire it.
was.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Look at the sign.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not sure, but in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
2 endings already, let's go.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I got another
Stanley
idea though.
decided to go to
So
the
you know
meeting
where the
room. Perhaps he had
thing goes
simply
off?
missed a memo.
Like where the platform starts to move, I'm going to try and go off the platform
When
and make sure
Stanley
it
came
goes
to a
without
set
me.
of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to
Big
stop by
brain.
the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art.
And if not, I'll
But
just go
eager to get back
where
to
he
business,
wants.
Stanley took the first
There.
open door on his left.
We're getting all the endings, man. We've already got...
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he
endings.
wasn't fired years ago. Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below. You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
If I start trying to go backwards...
Come on. I'm sure you'll survive the jump. Don't tell me you're scared. That's not the Stanley I know. Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do it! Do
Stop
it!
trying to get me to kill myself, man. I'm not doing it. I'm not going to survive that. I'm going to die. I'm guessing I have to jump then.
I'm pretty sure this is something that's new.
I didn't want to die, man. Oh, that's expensive.
Yeah. Thank God you're dead.
Oh, guess I'm gonna die.
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong. How clumsy of me.
Now I'm
Three
gonna stay on the
endings.
lip.
All of his
See, I'm
co-workers
doing
were gone.
well, man.
What could it mean?
You really
Stanley
like the
decided
lift,
to go
don't
to
you?
the meeting room.
Yeah.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Just once I went through there, it was just so many possibilities.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
But you actually said he wanted to show me something, so
Stanley for the
maybe.
first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone
Wait, were there
else
other
can be
options when I went down
but
there?
The fact is that the story has been about nothing but you
Sorry.
all this time.
Were there other options
There's
when
someone
I
you've been
jumped on
neglecting,
the
Stanley.
rails?
Someone you've forgotten about.
You could have gone
Please,
through the red door.
Stop trying to make every decision by yourself. What? Really?
Red door.
I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
I am not going in there. You want to kill me.
What do we want? What are we looking for?
Oh, I literally can't go anywhere but in there.
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy. No, wait. Where are you going? Right. Where were we?
I feel like he's... What is with him, man? Why does he want us to be happy?
Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
I want to die now.
No, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
Well, you know, this is a very familiar sight, Bill.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's no time like the present.
No! Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we... No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this? Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
I'll do it for him, just once.
Yes, perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about.
No. I'm going back up the stairs. I'm
going God, is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
Yes.
Am I reading the situation correctly? Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
What do you think the narrator looks like?
A computer head.
I'm gonna send you a video of him after this stream. And you're gonna see what he looks like.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
I feel bad now. I feel bad. I feel horrible.
Stay in the room. Just stay in the room.
All of his co-workers were
Stay in the
gone.
room.
What could it mean?
No.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What if I rated his game good, though, down there? Just defy him until I can...
It wouldn't change anything.
Ah, damn.
Yeah. But you can play the baby game
When
for 4
Stanley came
hours.
to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay, listen. Off stream, because I'm not doing a 4-hour stream where I'm just pressing a button.
Yeah.
I will do that off stream, and I will record it, and I will put it on YouTube to prove that I did it. But I'm not doing it on a stream. It's going to be painful.
Yeah.
This is the first time I've done actually what he said properly.
Yeah.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with workers. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out. Take out their fuck. I'm gonna keep reading these. Make sure everyone is unique. You must, most of all. Do not say that, because that's what that ended up with me killing myself and just now. Number of slides on this slide. Slides, charts, chart slides. Rate at which chart and this on the same slide. Rating of increase in graphs per slide. Please, no more charts, I'm begging you. The Boss Appreciation Minute. On your Boss's Appreciation Minute worksheet cycle, the top 20 things you love most about your boss. Solving interpersonal conflict. Like yourself. But more inclined towards... What are your dreams for? Tips on not getting fired. That was earlier. Yeah, it's just a loop.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
No, I don't want to go to the boss. I don't want to go down here either. Actually, I'm just gonna do... No, I can't do what he says.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And
Why
as
do I keep
Stanley
repeating
pondered
this?
he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream." Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all
What
very
the hell?
odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was
My
that,
brain
of
is
course,
struggling to
this was
comprehend
not a
this
dream.
now.
How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical
Did I just
stars
do what
just a
he
moment
wants all
ago?
the time?
How else would the voice explain all that? This voice
I've
was a
already
part of
tried him
himself
once.
too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment and my wife and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay. Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
No.
Who am I? Who am I?
Oh god, that's loud.
And everything went black.
Okay.
This is the
He's
story
somehow managed
of a
to die
woman
3
named
times.
Mariella.
What? Excuse me, what?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension,
Rest
the
in
rest
peace,
of her
Stanley.
life.
Top 10 anime
She had no
deaths.
time for this, so it was only a
How have you
moment
managed
that she
to
stood
die
there,
3
staring
times?
down at the body,
No, wait,
and then
4
she
times.
turned and ran.
I keep dying, man.
You died 4 times.
Death is my number one way of working. Wait, is that another ending already?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Wait,
The idea of just going
just say-
crazy and
wait, he just said something different at the beginning.
yeah.
Is this a new run? Or is it the same run?
Sometimes he just says different. Sometimes
When
he just
Stanley
says
came
different
to a
things.
set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Yeah, I
Perhaps
haven't gone
he wanted to stop by the employee
where he
lounge
wanted.
first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded,
He wanted-
butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back
What?
to business, Stanley
Sorry,
took
what?
the first open door
What?
on his left.
That was different as well.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
That's where I'm meant to go, I know that. And I'm not.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Can't push it again, damn. Oh, there's no other places I can go except from left.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see, we went down,
Really? He's-
right, left, down, left,
We're
right.
confusing him.
Yep,
It's amazing.
Okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Do I have to go that way?
Yeah.
There's a car. Wow, waiter's creeping me. What number were we again, employee?
427.
So 104 is fired. 234
Don't see it.
is weird.
It's just above the railing on the right. Just above the bottom railing.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top. All
I
of
like
his
how-
co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I like how many endings we've
Stanley
already
decided
got.
to go
for
to the
this.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Yeah.
missed a memo.
This. What would we do? Exactly what he says.
When Stanley... Wait.
What?
No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game
Oh,
over,
I-
completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
There are many doors here. That's the same place. Those are two main doors. And that's a weird door. I will go this way.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not? All of his co-workers were gone.
Gone.
What could
it mean?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Yeah, I'll second that.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Okay, I'll do what you say.
Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! Woo! I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart. All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
What if I go off the line this time, though? There is the option to leave the line.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
The line TM. You trademarked the fucking line. I tell you.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay, now if my experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office,
over the chair.
Is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental
I can wall run maybe, but
construct?
I can't turn upside down and start walking on the
Hang
ceiling.
That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that. You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Yep. I can't. Okay, I can't fit between that. It's very loud.
Yeah. Well, that was weird. Wait, no, wait. I'll tell you what I mean.
I cannot hear you. It's so fucking loud.
Cut the music. Go back
Oh.
and look at that
Good.
fern. Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
I'm confused. This line is very weird.
Yep.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
No, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart. You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Well, you told me
Something
off for that
exciting,
earlier, and
daring,
I ended up having to kill
mysterious.
myself.
Oh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
Well, I have no choice, so sure.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Your mum.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
It's TM. What are you talking about? The fucking clown movie?
Oh god.
Yeah, it's not TM.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How
Exactly.
important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere. Which means
I will
that
walk in circles
somewhere
like you
at the
want me
place
to.
where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Confusion ending.
Hold up, what's this? The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall.
Fuck you, Wall.
Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle?
Good job, bro.
Whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something
What?
happen?
FBI come in, start breaking down the door.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
Eventually,
Well, in
yeah.
the meantime, if you
That just scared the shit out of me.
That was a long ass ending.
Wait, that's an ending.
Yeah, that entire thing is an ending.
Like, if I leave, I can just stand in here, right? You said stand in here.
Yeah, sure, close the door.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This couldn't go anywhere except badly. The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
That an ending?
Yeah.
Oh my god, how many fucking endings does this game need?
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Obviously,
When
some of
Stanley
the
came to a
endings,
set of two open doors,
you're
he
left
entered the door on his left.
Yeah,
like saving a baby for 4 hours.
I'll do that. I'm recording.
Okay. Yet there was not a single person here either.
I'll go up to
Feeling
the
a
man,
wave
the
of
boss.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming
Wait,
to a staircase,
wait,
Stanley walked upstairs
get
to
the
his
broom
boss's
closet
office.
Pardon?
The broom closet ending. It's before the stairs.
Yeah. Money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, and money crisp. Can I do anything in here?
Oh. Wait, no, go through there.
This way.
I haven't seen that before.
This way or this way?
I haven't seen that before.
Which one?
Back.
This one.
Backward. The one, no, backwards, behind you. I haven't seen this before. Oh, wait, yeah, I have. I'm an idiot. There's an elevator there.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Not just the voice telling me.
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Well, am I going to be spoiled
Oh, there's
again?
up and down on that.
What?
There's up and down on the elevator.
The up button was
Descending deeper into the building,
grayed out though.
Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why
This
did
is
he
what one
feel
meant
this
to do.
now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Wait, go back.
Yeah.
Look, the button's there.
I can go back up.
You can push the button now.
Whoops. Nope.
You can go back up.
Never mind. Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up.
Silly me.
Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Well, if I just keep going up and down.
Do it.
Oh.
This is also new. In the original, there was no up button
Here we are,
on there.
Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly what it is. What a decision you've made to
What
come
was
up here and look at the office again. This has fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's
What was
that
the
keen
password
eye for
again?
storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
I don't remember what the password was. Do you remember where it was, Bill?
It was 2845.
That's different then.
I don't think there's any point in putting it back in.
There's nothing else I can do in here, so there has to be something.
No, you just keep going up and down, man.
No, I can't go back in there.
Yeah, you can. The passage is still open.
No, the buttons were grayed off. Oh, wait.
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all of this?
We are geniuses.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back up in the elevator. I can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Oh, God. I'll be back in just a sec.
Alright.
Oh, damn. Can't move him though. Move it to go down anymore. We have to walk in here.
Oh my God. It's the boss's office. This absolutely changes everything for me. Give me a time out here for a minute while I process this.
Please hold. This is a piss take.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No, wait. No, I need more time to process.
Okay. How much time do you need? Is our storytelling that good?
All right, I have fully come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping narrative, Master Stanley.
I think I know what we both need to do.
Yeah.
Of course. Going back down in the elevator. How did I not anticipate it? I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never been attempted before. I had no frame of reference to even anticipate it. That's just how revelatory Stanley's decision-making is. A breath of fresh air in a landscape of storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
I think this is more stale and repetitive, man. I think you know what we need to do.
Yes.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I, we have no way of knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony
No
of
way.
waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
Oh no. This
There
is
we
too
go.
slow.
Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing that audiences want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible. They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started. But where's the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises, to have to think and to anticipate, and then to marvel at the eventual reveal? This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and
We're
I are
amazing
doing
at
right
it.
now. This is the most exciting narrative to be developed in years, and it's really all because of you. You're the one who took this bold step of revisiting the exact same locations over and over. Truly, I mean it. This is unique and different. It's not like anything else out there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to. We're being fed such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we all know it, which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel sharp and vital and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley, because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up to you.
I do.
Which is why, oh, I didn't know when to spring this on you, but, well, I've gathered a little press conference for you so that you can talk about your work and your storytelling and your life. Yes, I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning. They really look up to you, Stanley. I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better.
What?
Oh, good, we're here.
No, I can't do it. I
Damn.
can't.
Okay, the room where we're holding the press conference should be just around the corner here somewhere.
World's healthiest human being. All tricks revealed. How we did it. The pyramid. Live, the guy who went to Mars. Now they look like stock images. All eyes on Stanley, live on stage. The storyteller. Oh my god, we're not apparently we're a celebrity now. After this ending, I am going to call it a day though.
Ah, yes, here it is, just through this door.
You should probably have a run through doing what he says
All right,
first.
are you ready?
Yeah.
I've told them you're going to speak
After that,
a little
though.
bit about the nature of surprise in storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative. Oh, don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart. I'm really proud of you, Stanley. Okay, it looks like they're ready for you.
That's
Go
better than my
get 'em.
dad, man. Like this narrator's more like a dad than, you know. My god. Do you think we're ready?
I guess so.
Oh my god. We're amazing people. Oh god, that was very loud, wasn't it? Okay, we will do what he says this time.
Even now, Stanley's office was a distant memory. What did it look like? There was a computer, perhaps, and a painting. Was it a painting or a photo? He could no longer recall.
Oh,
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
if you go through this, you're gonna be there for a while. So, and it's probably better that you do what he says now,
When Stanley
and then
came
do
to a
the new
set of two
content on
open
another
doors,
screen.
he entered
Yeah.
the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person
So by not
here
doing what he
either.
said at the very end,
Feeling a
we
wave
became
of
celebrity.
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, we shouldn't do that. We need to do the
Go
boss's
in the
office.
elevator. Do the elevator.
You sure? You sure the elevator, not the boss's room?
You'll go there anyway. Stay there.
Do I just stay here? Ooh, I like this music. Oh god, it's gonna be to the same place. Da, 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 na, na. Da, 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 na. Do I really not
God.
move anywhere?
Yeah. It's just a room that plays music.
Stepping
like the
into
music,
his
though.
manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf. looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But as Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Oh.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming New Age music.
So you can still
Feeling
get two
soothed
different
and
endings there.
rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Was that just a little Easter egg, or was that a different ending?
That's just an Easter egg.
Thank God.
Do we have any more?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
I want to do that.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
Well, I know this
Stanley
place.
thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Can't repress it, damn. This is the one where it's got all the employee names and then fired and stuff.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yes, probably. Who
No.
would willingly do it?
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Apparently so.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Eye control. Await the input. No. So if we click on, does it just... What we clicked on?
That's a different ending. You can do that.
Damn.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do,
I mean, you've only been
or
streaming
how
for
to
like an
feel.
hour and a half.
Whatever life
Yeah.
he lives, it will be
It's a
his.
short one today,
And
then.
that was
Yeah.
all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Let's go. We're happy now, apparently. And is that an ending?
Yeah, so,
That's short. Is this really a short game? It's just how many endings there are?
yeah. Pretty much.
All of his co-workers were gone.
So you
What
can
could it
continue
mean?
if you want.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Fuck the new content. I need
When
to see what
Stanley
happens if I
came to a
say
set
mind
of two
control
open
on.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
You gonna do it again, though, to see the new content?
Yet there was
I
not
will
a
do the new
single
content,
person
yeah.
here either.
We'll have another
Feeling a
stream
wave
for
of
it. We don't want to
disbelief,
overload
Stanley
stream and
decided
video,
to go
you know?
up to his boss.
Yeah.
Coming to a staircase,
another stream,
Stanley
yeah.
walked upstairs to his boss's office. Okay, I think we all know the drill by now. Blah, blah, blah. Dark secrets, the keypad. Stanley pushes some buttons. Oh, hey, look, it's a new passageway. Quelle surprise.
You didn't need to
Doesn't
do that
even
all
let
for
you
me. Why did you not let me do it, man? Why you gotta do me dirty like that?
What if we
We
go
also
back
have-
up again?
also-
What if
Stanley
we go
walked
back
straight
up again?
ahead through the large door that read Mind Control
Pardon?
Facility.
I said, what if we go back up again?
No, we're not doing that again.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
There's another
Stanley
ending
thought
down
to
here,
himself.
because obviously you
Did
got
he
the
have
escape
strength
route.
to find out?
I wonder if we could just do every ending in one stream, but I think that's a bit much.
Now the monitors
Not
come to
every ending,
life.
but
Their
you could
true
probably
nature
do a
revealed.
lot of the
Each
endings
bore the
for,
number
like,
of an
the main
employee in the
content.
building. Stanley's
Yeah.
co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley,
After
one of them,
this one,
eternally monitored in this place
you've got the
where
escape
freedom meant
ending.
nothing.
And then you've got a couple you can do when you go the other way, and that'll probably be enough.
This mind
When you go
control
right.
facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That
Yes.
his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go.
turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are said to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
Oh, fuck.
It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that?
Fuck.
You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching
How do
you
I get
try to
out?
make sense of everything and take back the control
how do I
wrested
get
away
out?
from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
1, 2.
These are precious
3.
additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me,
3.
what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no
4's up
idea where
there.
you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
What?
30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
I just died, man.
How many times have you died now?
A lot. Is there actually a way to get out of that?
No, I don't think so.
Anyway, I'm gonna call it a stream there.
You could probably do 3 more endings, and like that.
Actually, no,
probably...
the escape. Fuck, I can't help it,
Already
man.
this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided
I
that
do
as soon
think
as he
you
found a
can
new
do 3 more
space he felt
endings.
safe in, that
Is
he would never leave
like
it
all the
again
major,
in his
like,
life.
endings of this version of the...
I need to do the escape ending.
When Stanley came to a set of
Yeah.
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
The other 2 endings just come from staying on the cargo lift.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Stanley
Get
decided
the
to
broom.
go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go.
Here's the door, just go. Fuck's sake. He just gives up with us now.
Yeah.
Does he know how... Actually, does he know how long we've been playing this game?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Fuck's sake. Not again.
Let me
The door
die.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Yes.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise,
Oh, fuck.
he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever.
Being
Stanley
crushed
can't
to
see
death
the bigger
doesn't
picture.
sound like a
He
nice
doesn't
way
know
to
the
die.
real story, trapped
I don't wanna
forever in
die.
his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
I don't want to die.
Farewell, Stanley.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal
That's a new
jaws.
narrator.
In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What? Narrator, you saved me.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
The office. Ooh, these are some nice doors, man. Button sounds. They sound like portal buttons.
Oh God, the long ending. The long confusion ending.
There's stairs there. I so wish that was a sprint button.
Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room? Perfect example of poor level design, textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you. Sure, we'll get him right back on track to where he was supposed to be in the story.
Outtakes, my god, man. That was a red button there.
Oh God, the lift. The up and
lift.
down.
We're very good at going up that lift. So good that we're
Yeah.
celebrities.
Why don't we just do that in public. Keep going up and down the lift, confusing people.
I'm down.
Just go to Cineworld and keep going up and down in the lift.
Are you up? Where is it? Ooh, is that? That's different.
This is like a Stanley Parable museum.
That's kind of the point, but yeah. Trailers. We ran out of major teaser trailers. Oh, that's them. I've never seen them, so I'm not going to watch them. One. I don't like that. Anyway, where is it? That's here. I am very lost. Not there.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be...
Shall I actually do it?
It doesn't change anything, pretty much.
your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Death.
Do you think you can do 2 more endings?
As long as you direct me through them, yes.
It's just change. It's just stay on the cargo lift.
So the cargo lift in one.
All of his co-workers
That's the
were
one where
gone.
we.
What could it mean? Stanley
say no,
decided to
right?
go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We just didn't do what he said.
Wait, we stayed
When
on there
Stanley
though,
came
and
to a
that's
set
where we
of 2
killed
open
ourselves.
doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and
Yeah,
Stanley
so
knew
don't
it
kill it,
perfectly
don't
well.
kill yourself.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to
That's
admire
pretty good
it.
advice to live by.
The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic. Like a combination, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
No.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Evan?
Evan?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her.
No.
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
No.
Unplug it.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No,
it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Oh, okay.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack." Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay. Welcome back. You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Okay. And what is my choice going to be? I don't have much of a choice here.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Well, I guess I can't go back on. What if I just clipped off or something? That'd be funny. Wait, is he gonna make us do the door again?
I think so.
I don't want to do the door.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
No.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
I guess I just have to go through the other door now.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do
Your
I...
mum.
No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Fun. Thanks for shutting down the...
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What,
Good.
Did you think that would be funny? You just had to see?
Yes.
Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even
don't get
occurred
angry
to
at
you,
me.
had it?
Like, it
That there's a
hurts, man.
world outside of you. You're a child.
No, I'm not. I'm 19. I'm an adult.
My story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
If I do go in the right, will it just be the same thing over again?
I don't know.
Oh, fuck.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Oh.
Behave exactly as Stanley
Okay.
would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right.
Okay, one more time,
Stanley
though.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
Okay. So it seems to be
Behave
the same
exactly
thing.
as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's
I can't
office.
go down. I'm gonna go back to the bathroom. Or not. Oh, that's different.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Nightshark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
But do I need to speak it? Or is it Night Shark 15?
Stanley spoke the code.
115.
Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
It's still taking my audio, right? Isn't Night Shark 115? See, it's not taking my
I'm
audio.
sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step. Okay, fine, you're not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices.
Man.
He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me? Can you hear me? Is everything all right?
Oh my god.
Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Anything. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this.
God, there's so much emotion in his voice, man. It actually makes you feel bad for him.
Are you there?
Yeah.
Are you listening to this? Stanley, are
He's a
you
good
there?
voice actor.
Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
What's the next
You
ending?
got one more ending.
Yeah, one more
You
ending.
got one more, which is just picking up the phone.
Ah.
Wait, look to your left. Climb on one of the desks. The one next to that. You
Hi,
can
Stanley.
walk
I just wanted to leave you a message to let you know there's a few things I need you to pick up on your way home from work today. We need milk, cereal, dish soap, spaghetti, get a thing of sugar, some bread, and coffee beans, whichever ones you like. I'll give you a call if there's anything I forgot. Thanks, sweetie. See you tonight.
Wow.
Why?
Why?
Go back to the desk.
What?
Go back to that desk. You climb on it with you. It's another one you climb on with the chair. Just need to run at it with an angle. I think you need to run it on that. Crouch and then crawl across. Go across to the next.
On this
one.
desk.
Wait, can you go out the window?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Then in that case, we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh,
a lot.
And this is Rich.
Only
Perhaps
2
you just
hours at the
played the
moment.
other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other option so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
Do I have to reset the game now?
Yep.
Ah, fuck's sake. You knew this was happening, didn't you? You fuck.
Yeah.
And is the option the same?
No,
All
not
of
the
his
same.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-worker. At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map, until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why
Yes.
don't we take a minute just to drink it all in?
I want this to end.
Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet? Well, I don't know how to say this politely, but you could literally just hit escape and restart the game any old time you want, like right now. You could have done it just then. Now would also be an appropriate time to quit. Any of these points and so many, many more, all of them are appropriate. I'm enjoying what seems to be an internal conflict going on where you are literally unable to act on your own desires to restart the game. So, just to push the envelope, I'm going to try and make this as miserable as possible and see how long you can maintain.
Right, me.
There once was a man named Stanley, who people considered so manly. But the truth must be told, he was not very old and was quite particularly gangly. What Stanley liked
Fuck, I'm not even
most
going
was
to try and
buttons.
read it. I've not got my
He
glasses
pushed
on.
them like some kind of glutton. He did it all day in a meaningful way, but his brain had long ceased to function. Which is why he is in this parable and lives an existence quite terrible. And if you are not strong and keep playing along, you too will become quite unbearable.
Yes.
You too will become quite unbearable.
Well, unfortunately, you're not very good at making me hate this. I can sit here all day. Wait, is this... Does this go on forever?
Yeah.
Legit.
Yes.
Well, I think this is a good place to call it a day.
Do the one more ending where you just pick up the phone. You have to do it now.
For fuck's sake, I do, don't I? Damn, that would have been a good point to end it, because then we could have like the guitar
All of his
music in the
co-workers were
background and
gone.
everything.
What could it mean? Stanley
Yeah.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee
I
lounge
didn't,
first,
however.
just to admire it. And here it was, the lounge. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
So we now just need to take out the phone, and then we're done.
Stanley was so bad at
You know
following
you convinced me to
directions,
playing
it's
an extra
incredible
half an
he
hour
wasn't
of this
5
game,
years
if
ago.
not an hour.
Sorry.
You convinced me to
What?
playing an
I
extra
think perhaps
hour,
we've
making the
gotten
stream
off on the
an hour
wrong foot
longer.
here. I'm not your enemy, really. I'm
No,
not.
you
I
just played
realize
it
that
forever.
investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
You're making it difficult
but
for
the
me to
fact
not
is
want to
that
play
the story
this.
has been about nothing but you
Yeah.
all this time. There's someone you've
Oh,
been
what making
neglecting,
it you to
Stanley.
stop?
Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking
After
for me.
this, you can
This
finish.
is it, Stanley.
Yeah, after the
Your
second one.
chance to redeem yourself. To put your
You can do
work
the new
aside.
content next
To
time.
let her back into
Next
your
stream
life.
is...
She's been waiting.
She's an asshole.
That's her, Stanley.
Evan,
They're not going to be Evan.
has she
Gonna be-
finally come back into our lives?
Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Evan would
I'm just
never
putting
call
the
me
bread in the
sweetie.
oven.
If they ever do,
Alright.
I will fucking jump out of
Okay,
roof.
there we go. All right, now I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
This
Come
hurts.
inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
What the fuck? You're not meant to do that.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
What? Is there any other buttons I can press?
Nope.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
This is his job. He just gets told what
Look at him there,
buttons to
pushing
push.
buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind,
I do not like having to
in his
push this. This
mind, he
feels
can go on
really
fantastic adventures. From behind his
dickish.
desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to
Maybe
2
ow.
open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice.
I'm sure the
It barely
theorists,
even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought
I'm sure those
that his
fucking
decisions would
people
mean
who
something
work
was
on
almost too
theories,
wonderful to
it's all in
behold.
their head. I'm sure they have a lot of fun with this.
I want to get out
I
this
hate it.
room.
I hate those theories that are just, oh, it's all in their head.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and
Someone
destinations.
sat all over the floor.
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
Wait, look at the mannequin.
And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many
Would you?
directions. And down another was a game with a baby.
Smash
and he
it.
called it the Stanley Parable.
Yeah, sure.
I
Would you?
don't have kids. Also, why is it pinched between there? Why is it so... I don't like you.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so
I
in
don't
his
like
head,
you
he
and your
relived
shit
it
on the floor.
again, and then again,
She's
and
looking
again,
like,
over and over, wishing
a
beyond
white
hope that it would never
version of
end,
his wife.
that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some
like
new
my
path,
wife.
mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Jada Smith.
I would not tell her that. Do you know what I would tell
Keep
her?
my wife. What?
I would throw her out. I would tell her to jump out a window. There's one right there. I want to jump out it right now. But if
But
she
there is
could...
no answer. How could there possibly be?
Oh, she's
In
floating.
reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
Is it possible for me to get on here?
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
No. I'll do what he says. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
that
push-
clock ticking.
I am not going to push that button. I'm telling you, I'm going to prove a fucking point. I'm not pressing that button. How long would I have to wait?
Well, I've never seen this go to anything else, but maybe it does if you wait like hours. I don't know.
No.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I
fucking
tell him in a way
tried.
that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
You've died a lot.
Did I just press the button to kill myself?
Sure. I guess it is.
Is that every normal ending?
Not everyone, but a lot of the other ones are sort of like ones that you actually have to put in like an amount of effort.
Like the
Again.
hours for the baby.
There's the 4-hour one. There's another one where you have to put in inputs for computers and then restart the game in the correct order.
Yep, not
there's
doing
another
that.
one. There's another one in the mind control facility where you can, similar to how you jump out a window, you like climb on to one of the decks and jump off like one of the like platforms in the air.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like it's up to you if you want to do that or not.
Okay, so anyway,
There might be others, but yeah.
I'm gonna call it a day. We've had a
What
pretty
are your
nice
thoughts?
time. I like it. I like pissing him off, but I feel bad when he starts getting really upset because he's got this like tone of voice that's actually upsetting.
Before you end stream, you don't even need to show it on stream. I just want to hear your reaction. I'm gonna send you a video where you actually see this guy, what he looks like.
You could just send me an image, man. Oh wait, need to make sure that I do not open your DMs on stream.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you might want to delete that.
Yeah, I will. Hang on.
I don't want to get banned on Twitch yet.
Yeah.
Tell me once you deleted it, man.
Right, I'll go on Discord and delete it.
Do you want me to end stream now, or do you want to just hear the reaction off stream?
I want to hear your reaction now. So I've deleted that DM and I've just sent you the link that shows you what it looks like.
It's a great honor. It's truly is.
That man, the man with the white hair.
That is him.
I can't imagine it.
You want to go and watch it and just look at them, hear his voice, hear him talking.
Good honor. It's a great honor for me. I mean, had no idea that we were going to be nominated, and it's, you know, Stanley Parable was a small indie game, and it's sort of, it's swimming above its weight, really. Boxing above its weight, rather. That's the right.
I can't. No, that does not look like him. Well, it does look like him, obviously, but it's hard. You can't put this game to that face.
Yeah. Oh god.
Anyway, I'm gonna end stream. I'm gonna email you or something the video, so you can edit it if you want, or I could edit it myself. But
I don't think it needs to be edited.
Not really, but yeah. I think we could just leave it like this.
Yeah, I think you can just upload it as it is.
Do you want me to upload it to T-Gang or my own channel?
Probably upload it to your own. The
Okay.
T-Gang's kind of abundant.
Yeah, okay. Well, anyway, I'll call that a day. See you
Cool.
next time when we will actually do the new endings and stuff. Or the new content.
Coming back
or-
to this game in 2022 is like really like different to the way it was in 2013, where it like never been done before.
It's
In 2013, it was like kind of a revelation.
yeah, I was doing very weird shit in 2013. I was a very weird kid, and then when I actually got onto YouTube, I took videos of me chasing sheep, and that's what's. I don't think I have any of those videos still up on my on my Tobias Cam channel, but that I was chasing sheep, and that is what I had the most views on. Me chasing sheep and a tutorial video of me teaching on me doing keyboard of anime openings.
Right.
And that is as far back as YouTube I get. I was not OG and shit. It's weird. But this is it feels old but modern at the same time, if you get that.
Yeah.
Like, it's a new take on shit that I have not seen before, because obviously I've not played it before. I've not ever seen this game before. So, yeah. Not much else to really say. See you guys next time. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.